Happiness is an emotional state characterized by feelings of joy, satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment. While happiness has many different definitions, it is often described as involving positive emotions and life satisfaction. When most people talk about happiness, they might be talking about how they feel in the present moment, or they might be referring to a more general sense of how they think about life overall. Because happiness tends to be such a broadly defined term, psychologists and other social scientists typically use the word subjective well-being to talk about this emotional state. Just as it sounds, subjective well-being tends to focus on an individual's overall personal feelings about their life in the present. Do you know what part of the brain controls emotions? Let's find out. The brain is a very complex organ. It controls and coordinates everything from the movement of your fingers to your heart rate. The brain also plays a crucial role in how you handle and process your emotions. Experts still have many questions about the brain's role in a range of emotions, but they've pinpointed the origins of some common ones, including fear, anger, happiness, and love. A limbic system is a group of interconnected structures located deep within the brain. It's the part of the brain that's responsible for behavioral and emotional responses. Happiness refers to an overall state of well-being or satisfaction. When you feel happy, you generally have positive thoughts and feelings. Imaging studies suggest that the happiness response originates partly in the limbic cortex. Another area called the precuneus also plays a role. The precuneus is involved in retrieving memories, maintaining your sense of self, and focusing your attention as you move about your environment. Experts think the precuneus processes certain information and converts it into feelings of happiness. For example, imagine you've spent a fantastic night out with someone you care about. In the future, when you recall this experience and others like it, you may experience a feeling of happiness. While perceptions of happiness may be different from one person to the next, there are some critical signs that psychologists look for when measuring and assessing satisfaction. Some key signs of happiness include feeling like you are living the life you wanted. I feel that the conditions of your life are good. I feel that you have accomplished what you want in life. I was feeling satisfied with your life. I was feeling positive more than negative. One important thing to remember is that happiness isn't a state of constant euphoria. Instead, happiness is an overall sense of experiencing more positive emotions than negative ones. From time to time, happy people still feel the whole range of human emotions: anger, frustration, boredom, loneliness, and even sadness. But even when faced with discomfort, they have an underlying sense of optimism that things will get better, that they can deal with what is happening, and that they will be able to feel happy again. There are many different ways of thinking about happiness. For example, the ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle distinguished two different kinds of happiness: hedonic and eudaimonia. Hedonic happiness is derived from pleasure. It is most often associated with doing what feels good, self-care, fulfilling desires, experiencing enjoyment, and feeling a sense of satisfaction. Eudaimonia. This type of happiness is derived from seeking virtue and meaning. Essential components of eudaimonic well-being include feeling that your life has meaning, value, and purpose. It is associated more with fulfilling responsibilities, investing in long-term goals, concern for the welfare of other people, and living up to personal ideals. Hedonia and eudaimonia are more commonly known today in psychology as pleasure and meaning, respectively. More recently, psychologists have suggested adding the third component that relates to engagement. These are feelings of commitment and participation in different areas of life. Research suggests that happy people rank pretty high on eudaimonic life satisfaction and better than average on their hedonic life satisfaction. How to cultivate happiness. While some people tend to be naturally happier, there are things that you can do to cultivate your sense of happiness. Pursue intrinsic goals. Achieving goals that you are intrinsically motivated to pursue, particularly those focused on personal growth and community, can help boost happiness. Research suggests that following these types of intrinsically motivated goals can increase satisfaction more than pursuing extrinsic goals like gaining money or status. Enjoy the moment. Studies have found that people tend to overearn. They become so focused on accumulating things that they lose track of actually enjoying what they are doing. So, rather than falling into the trap of mindlessly accumulating to the detriment of your happiness, focus on practicing gratitude for the things you have and enjoying the process as you go. Reframe negative thoughts. When you find yourself stuck in a pessimistic outlook or experiencing negativity, look for ways that you can reframe your thoughts more positively. People have a natural negativity bias or a tendency to pay more attention to bad things than good ones. This can impact everything from how you make decisions to how you form impressions of other people. Discounting the positive, a cognitive distortion where people focus on the negative and ignore the positive, can also contribute to negative thoughts. Reframing these negative perceptions isn't about ignoring the bad. Instead, it means taking a more balanced, realistic look at events. It allows you to notice patterns in your thinking and then challenge negative thoughts. Happiness is a kind of peace of mind that affects our lives. How is your life going? Let us know in the comments below. Until our next video comes out, stay happy, stay healthy.